Hello, lovely, lovely people. This is Paddy Reviews. Now, the 31-day horror challenge didn't go down. It's very difficult to get time to watch a horror film every day, particularly when you're back at work. So I failed. Never mind. So I've been suitably punished though, because today I've watched this. Knock knock. Knock knock. Who's there? This shit film. Yeah. Eli Roth's last film that he did a couple of years ago that he directed and wrote, and you can tell he wrote it because there's not a single sympathetic character in this pile of shit. And I'm very frustrated by Eli Roth. He comes across as a cool guy, he clearly loves horror films, he knows a lot about them, and he can get so close to making a good film. I'm thinking of films like Cabin Fever, Hostel, Green Inferno, that they're not bad, but there's just things in them that irritate you so much that it takes away from what could be good about his films. This is by far the worst film he has done. It is terrible. And yet again, it's a promising premise ruined by his inability to write a character that you like. I mean, this is a film with, you know, you're supposed to have your protagonist and antagonist, but here's what the film is about. Keanu Reeves is a successful DJ, he's married to a successful architect, and they're very, very rich people. One night, one very rainy night, two beautiful girls knock on his door with a story that they've broke down or they've lost. I can't remember, I don't care. But anyway, the thing is, they've got a party to go to, and they're very wet, so they need to get dry, so Keanu Reeves allows them to use his dryer. Then they're actually acting all suggestive, you know where it's going at that point, you know, as a happily married man, as we're supposed to believe Keanu Reeves is, you just go, yeah, right, you want to knock that shit off? Just knock it off now, it's not happening. Fine, wait for your taxi, and get in your taxi when you leave. If not, I'm just going to throw you out. You're dainty little girls, I'm a bloke. Doesn't happen though, does it? You know, they get in the bath, they call him in, and he does the worst impression of a person resisting a threesome that I've ever seen in my life. I feel sorry for Keanu Reeves in this film, not his character. No, not his character, because his character has a threesome with him. He cheats on his wife, so from that point you're like, well, I don't care then. Are they going to terrorise you? Well, maybe you can, you deserved it. But I feel sorry for Keanu Reeves, the actor, because I like Keanu Reeves. You know, he's not a good actor, but he's somebody with the right film and the right character, aka Ted Logan in Bill and Ted, John Wick. Wonderful in the John Wick films. They are so good, them films. Here, this just... I can understand the star power of Keanu Reeves' name, but he's so miscast here, it is painful. This should have gone to someone like a Patrick Wilson, you know, when you see his performance in Hard Candy, where the kind of similar scenario that the actor is in, someone like him would have been far better suited to this role. And it's painful at times. The free pizza rant is, towards the end, his acting where he's begging for his life, it is embarrassing. Yeah, I felt embarrassed for him. So anyway, yeah, he ends up having sex with them, and they won't go away, and he's asking angrier, grrr, go away, and like, no, thanks. They just knock him out and tie him up, and start more. There's a bit of physical torture. They stab him in the shoulder with a fork and twist it a bit. Then a completely unrelated character comes round to look at the architect that he's the artwork that his wife's done, and he ends up. They don't murder him. First of all, they pinch his inhaler. I don't know how they knew he had an inhaler on him. You know, did he just give off a vibe of having asthma? I don't know. Then he discovers Keanu Reeves, so then you're thinking, well, he's got to die, isn't he? They're just going to kill him. Not really. I mean, they fuck around with him by throwing his inhaler in a comical piggy in the middle scene. I mean, really comical. All you had to do was rugby tackle one of those two and they would have been done and out. There are so many times in this film where the situation could have been ended straight away. But no! It doesn't because the script says so. Anyway, that guy ends up having an asthma attack, tripping up, cracking his head, and dying. And then they bury him somewhere, and then they kind of try to frame Keanu Reeves for it. Then comes the climax, and this film at the end has a great song, Where Is My Mind by the Pixies. This film does not deserve it. Fight Club, that's a film that deserves and has that song at the end. This doesn't deserve it. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's not even entertaining. It is just utter drivel from the first minute. It is a painfully bad film. One of the worst I've seen this year. One of the worst. So yeah, that was Knock Knock. I can't possibly imagine why you would want to watch it. If you're a hardcore Eli Roth fan, I'd say, wow, they exist. Well, you might like it then. Personally, I thought this was terrible. It's a terrible, shitty film. So there you go. Sayonara.